Hello guys and welcome back to our 100% walkthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. We are no longer 99% walkthrough because we finished up the couple of areas we missed the last episode and the 0.5. And if you noticed, we have changed up the build. I try to go for a more sorcery style of play since we don't have any offensive miracles and our pyromancy is just like really power within. I have to go talk to an NPC to get some more. So let me show you the changes we made. Back over here to stats. We are level 80 with 30 vitality. Hasn't changed. Attunement 14 hasn't changed. Our endurance has raised up 4 points, I believe, to 23. Strength of 20. Dex 28. Resistance of 10. Intelligence 18 raised up 3 more points. And faith of 18. So in the coming episodes, just plan out how the build will level up. Our vigor of 30 is going to be capped. We will no longer be leveling up vigor. Attunement might be raised, I think, all the way up to, I believe, 18, which is you get the 4th slot. That's as far as it's gonna go. Endurance, we might get a little bit more. Strength index is probably gonna stay capped at around 20, 28. It's gonna stay in the 20s. It's probably gonna be like, I might push it to like 25 strength, maybe raise it up to 30 dex, maybe like 29 dex, 1 more point. Just get a little bit more damage, and the rest is just gonna be intelligence and faith. We will be leveling up to try more spell casting because I usually don't make a build around those. Except for weapons, huge change. We have put on the rigor favor protection, which increases our stamina, health, and equip load by 20%. If you see, if we take it off, we lose a huge amount of health and stamina and equip load. And if you see, if I click this, the ring will be removed. The ring will break when removed. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Once it's on, you want to just keep it on. And then we have the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. This boosts our sorcery damage and our power of our spells. We are running the full the black sorcerer set for +6. Increasing our defense by 21, 13, and 13. I wanted to equip the giant gauntlets. I went and farmed up some souls to get these because you see the huge difference in defense. We increased by like 50 points and we gained 20 points of poise. But I could not fit it in the build, so we can quick load without having to either Havel's Ring or having to raise our endurance all the way up to like 30, which it's like 30,000 per level up. It's way too much. And then we have Rocking the Crown of Dust. This decreases our, I don't know if you guys will see, but you see the huge decrease in magical resistance. Well, maybe not, it doesn't show it, but this will like make you take a lot more damage from magic elements. But you will also do like 20% more, you'll gain 20% more magic adjust, which allows you to do more magical damage. And it's just stack with your spells and pyromancies. We're rocking Ivory Catalyst. It's because of, my fault, a little earlier. Because we have such a low intelligence stat at 18, our magic adjust is negligible. Like when using the sorcery catalyst, it's like 132. So this is just as best as it gets. Where you're rocking Peter Shoot +10. At only 2 weight, has 66 stability and 100% physical at 75. Highly recommend having this shield. If you just want to shoot in the build, don't know what to put on, just grab a heater shield. We're rocking the Velka's rapier that we got in Painting of Artorias. My fault, different game. In the painting in this game, in the painting we fought Priscilla, we picked up the Velka's rapier. We have Moonlight Butterfly Horn +4, which is from Moonlight Butterfly. This is +10 spear. We uninfused the lightning spear, put the Moonlight Soul on it, boom, Moonlight Spear. This does pure magical damage. We'll be using it for our magic build. And then we also have a backup of Chaos Blade +3. Never tried it, so I just throwed it in there. And then we're still rocking the magic knife, because why not? It's magic. Kind of fits the aesthetic. So if you noticed in the last episode that I didn't show is this bonfire. You come over here. When we killed Lotrick and got the Ring of Favor protection, you can give your soul right here.
Thank you.
And you can save the Firekeeper.
Anastasia. Now
Anastasia, the reason she could not talk at the beginning is she had her tongue cut off, but when Lotrick killed her and took her soul, and then you revived her, it counted as like a full revive and she gained back her ability to speech. So you want to make sure you do that. Also, if you come over here, like how I told you guys, that guy has died. the Pyromancer. These guys has moved down to the catacombs, so they're gone, and it's just Petra here. Or, yeah, I'm forgetting the name, sorry. Then, we come over here. Big Cat Logan is here. I already bought up most of his sorceries, so there's nothing you can purchase, but he should sell great heavy soul arrow, great soul arrow, Pullman soul mass. What else? He sells like soul spear. Highly recommend purchasing those spells. Highly recommend. And you have to purchase on the continuous quest line. And then if you guys noticed when I was checking my armor, I have the Lowland and Ornstein, I picked up these armor and these are sold by that NPC right over there. I have my binoculars if I could go quickly check it out. Hold on, guys. If I can find the binoculars. I don't even know if I picked them up. Right there. Right over there. That guy's sitting right there. He moved from the depths. He sells boss armor. So depending on if you killed Ornstein or Smoke in the last fight, for last, at their super form, that's the armor you get. So come over here and talk to this guy. Say yes. And he will give you a Met Force. This is Ingward. He asks if you open the gate for Seth's Fortress and help them out and move the boulder. When I say yes, he's like, oh, thank you, I knew it. And then you're trying to expend his dialogue. He will be moving down to Blighttown, and you'll have to give him, I believe, 3 to 4 purple moss clubs, so make sure you have those handy, and then we'll continue on that in a little bit. Just gonna rest. Now in the last episode I talked about how we're gonna go to the catacombs and do all that, but we're gonna have a little change of plans. Because the catacombs lead to the Tomb of the Giants, I want to make it full completion, so we'll do catacombs in one episode, Tomb of the Giants in the next episode, and then we'll fight Great Nito, which is the great soul you have to fight. But instead, since we're doing the instead of Framped, we're gonna place the Lord Vessel with Cat for his quest. We will be heading down to Londo ruins, so we can quickly do this. In all honesty, you guys should have rested, or I should have rested and popped the humanity, because there's an NPC you want to summon for this boss fight. It is, remember back in the Moonlight Butterfly, it is the witch. I don't remember her name. Black Witch Beatrice is who you want to summon. And if you summon her, you can get her armor set in the Valley of the Drakes. I recommend summoning her here for this next boss fight. She also makes the boss fight easier. I just don't remember if you need to summon her here for the quest. I don't believe so, but it's better to be sure than to like figure it out later and be like, where's the armor set at? I'd recommend just doing that. You don't have to come over here on this bridge. Highly dangerous. I just wanted to kill all these guys, see if I get some more transient curses because I'm running low. You can buy some from, I believe, the merchant who lives under the... He's the under-merchant that lives under the bridge in past bar next to like Edinburgh. Watch out for this part. This is a little shortcut for later. Once we drain the water, you can drop down there. Another shortcut will be right over here. A little earlier bit of shortcut is you come right here. Ooh. Folks, not doing me justice. If you could drop down here onto that, you can kick that ladder down, and that'll be a little shortcut. We just haven't unlocked it yet, so hold on guys. Follow along. You're gonna come over here to the left, ambush. Another shortcut. You see, you just can't pull it. But another little shortcut. Equip those transient curses, because we'll need them. Didn't know she spawned in that quick. This is like a trap scenario. You're supposed to like fight your way out. Relatively easy. Take your time. On a side note, if you are cursed, like how we saw back in Ash Lake, and where I got cursed by the lizards, if you're cursed with half your health, you can see ghosts, and you can attack them without using a transient curse, because transient curse just mimics being cursed. And then, if you have any of these like ghost knives that you get from these guys also count, and you can use if you were to go to the forest that we haven't finished exploring yet. Ooh, that's a good point. We haven't finished exploring the forest. I forgot to do that. Dang, yeah, this walkthrough's all over the place. The forest has a ring we need to finish exploring this area, so we'll go over there. We'll finish doing this, and then we'll go over there. I completely forgot. The boss in the forest, Sith, he is the wolf of Artorias. He has the Ring of the Abyss Walker, where it lets you walk in the abyss and survive. If you were to go to this next boss fight, which is the Four Kings, you will immediately die once you touch the abyss without that ring on. So you want to make sure you grab the ring and equip it and follow along. Because we don't have it, we're just going to talk to this NPC, which you can shoot. If you have a bow, you can shoot him up here, and then you can get the key, and that's how you go to the... You can go there early. I'm just going to quickly kill off these guys. Need to put some distance between us. That's why I hate having no poise. Alright, anyways, put some distance between you guys. Even though those guys aggroed that for. Trying not to roll so I don't fall off. Alright, we're running back in. This is why I want those giant gauntlets. Poise is crucial, even just a little bit. Which I don't know if I have the wolf ring on. No, I do not. The one ring I forgot to put back on. It is what it is. This is the keeper. It's like the sealer. He's one of the sealers. If you remember, we picked up his armor set in the depths. Honestly, I never knew this for the longest time until after a couple of my first playthroughs. First, you can break your curse. He also sells transit curses and resist curse, which we'll pick up. If you finish his dialogue, and I believe after you kill the Four Kings and you finish talking to him, he will move the Firelink Shrine. Which for the longest time, I just never moved him to Firelink Shrine because I never talked to him. Usually I'll either kill him with the bow to get the key early, or I would just talk to him and forget about him. Not gonna lie. If you guys want to, you can kill all these guys. I lost my transient curse. Dang, they're jumping me, they're jumping. And I can't do anything. What's wrong with my transient curse? Yeah, that's what I thought. This is a spear, I'm supposed to just be able to mow through him. That's the jagged blade. That's one of the weapons that counts. You can also get from the Ghost with the Red Eyes. They drop the Ghost Blade, which is a very rare weapon. I don't even know if it's really strong because I've never used it before, but you can get it. Oh, there's still so many. I'd recommend killing off some of these ghosts because we have to go to there's a ring called the Cursebite Ring that is on a ledge. It's very dangerous and easily to fall off of. So I'd highly recommend killing off some of these ghosts so you can go pick it up with ease. Not this one. Is it on this side? Bear with me, guys, hold on. This is the Cursebite Ring. I'm just gonna kill you real quick. There's your Cursebite Ring. I believe there's a green titanite shard over here too. So let me go look for that. That is a makeable jump. If you hold the right side, you can make that jump. I have done it before. 100% do not recommend making that jump. I just did it because I was getting jumped by the ghost, and I just ran, jumped, dipped. Glad I survived. And then barely made it over here to pick up the composite bow. So what you guys want to do first is come up this. After you pick up that soul item, there's 2 items here. There is one right here, which is I believe rare ring of sacrifice, if I remember correctly. No, it's just humanity. The rare ring of sacrifice is over here on the left, which is why this is so close to the ledge. You just want to drop down. This is the rare ring of sacrifice. Also, I'm forgetting if I kick the ladder down on that bridge, which is a shortcut. Don't remember. You guys 100% recommend kicking the ladder down. And then what you want to do, you can either drop back down through one of these windows into that. We're just gonna look over the ledge. We're right here, really close. You're just gonna drop down. You should be good to go. If you mash roll right there, it stops the little staggered animation, lets you go quicker. You don't have to do that. I just prefer you have to be careful so you don't like roll off a ledge. Pick up the composite bow. That is, I believe, the fastest shooting bow in the game. If you watch a bow only run, I think Doomo did a bow only run, and some other YouTubers, you just watch them. They'll like explain more, but that thing has like the fastest fire rate, but it's weaker than the black Bow of Pharis, which is in the forest, which is the strongest of bows. So now that we opened here, we're just gonna pop a homeward bone, get out of here. Sorry this series has been so chaotic, guys. I try to plan my route. Well, it's not really planning. The game it's very interconnected in the first half, and this second half is just basically a boss rush. You have to go through the 4 zones to get the 4 Lord Souls. So there's not much you can do. There's not much I can do in terms of progression, but I thought I had everything all together. But it's okay, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna come over here, come down. Let's look at that chance to pop another humanity, so we can see all there is to see. Since we're not really using spells yet, probably gonna use it on the boss or some enemies. I'll put back on Darkwood Green Ring, get our native flip. So there's a reason I like magic builds in this game, and it's highly due in like the rapier style, which will have a rapier and the shield and the ninja ring. I believe this build came out 13 years ago. It is the Jarvis build. If you look it up, it's literally called Jarvis build. Dark Souls Remastered, or not Dark Souls Remastered, but Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So there was a YouTuber who made. So there's a couple of popular builds back in Prepare to Die edition, such as like the Giant Dad build, that meme. We got all Ouroboros builds and all those guys, but one of them iconic ones stood out to me was there's like Table Mom, but the Jarvis build, which is made both on his PS3 and its Xbox. I personally like this Xbox edition more because he had to use, I believe it was the Xbox version that he had multiple weapons, and it was like Chaos Dagger, or not Chaos Dagger, but like Chaos Rapiers and all that. You need to constantly switch weapons. I love that build. It showed you like just how effective you can be when using multiple pieces of gear. And I liked how he like started in the forest, worked his way up, leveled up, drank a long piece to kill enemies, and then fought his way all the way up to a higher level where he can start doing backstabs, Hornet Rings, weapon swaps. I liked all of that. Very interesting. So the little downside is we're no longer in the Covenant. You guys realize, because we killed Shiva and the sorcerer, not the sorcerer, but the ninja, way back when. We are no longer in the Covenant. Blessing of the ninja flip ring. Easily be able to dodge enemies, kite them around, get out of the fire. You're just gonna spam cast. Oh, this is a pain. Yeah, I'm just gonna kite him back over here to the bridge. If that sorcerer wasn't there, I would have used Crystal Soul, or no, it's Crystal Soul Mass, but Homing Soul Mass, and just honestly obliterate them. The Soul Mass, if they all hit, it will stagger the enemy, and all I gotta do is like a couple of hits, they would have died. But we just do it this way. Works just fine. I'm gonna make sure you kill off those guys, and we're gonna fight the assassin. Which I will use Homing Soul Mass. Since our, if you see, we only have 2, or since our intelligence is so low at only 18, it's only 2 Homing Soul Mass. When you get high enough level, you'll get up to 5. So you have to bear with that. But it's still pretty good at wiping out enemies, things of that nature. What we're looking for is Archer. She's right there, along with a knight. That is Pharis. Sorry guys, controller issue. Still need that new controller. Huge amount of damage on that bow hit. Off the cliff. Dang. Unfortunate. I should have spent those souls and got 2 more points in intelligence. Forgot to do that. I hope you guys know the drill. We're just gonna aggro all of them, run all the way to that corner. Same strat we use for farming. If you really want to farm, like you need souls, you can watch a video to get to the catacombs, quickly clear out the catacombs. The pinwheel is an easy boss, and there's a summon. You can summon Leroy and you'll like 2-hit the boss. Then all you gotta do is watch a guide how to get the Silver Serpent Ring that boosts your soul activation by like 20%. You pick that up, you'll be in a good position. You guys drop like 2,500 or something. Pick up the... What else? You pick up the Mimic Head that we picked in the last episode. And then you're basically good to go. That'll be like a boost to like 50%. Honestly, I don't even know, it's like 40%, 30%. But it's still a huge boost to your soul accusation. I love a spear. Just rinse, repeat. And he's down. Simple as that. So we're gonna try this again. Funniest thing with level 80. This is a very comfortable level. Like, you can beat the game at this level. Very comfortable. We have high-minded vigor with our Ring of Basin protection, and we're still struggling out here. Just goes to show how difficult this game is. That's what we like to see. Big damage, and he's down. They'll drop 3,000. That's one of the non-respawning enemies. Then all we gotta do, Soul Mass, run in. Can't escape. Just get your damage in, back up. Use your range to your advantage. Most shields don't block 100% magical. And she goes down. There's your black bow, along with the hunter hat. Very careless way to play that. I thought I could get hit both of them to stagger them out of that animation, but it didn't go as planned. You can also shoot a turtle like this. It reduces your damage, but allows you to block and attack at the same time. Very effective. Me personally, I don't like doing that. I like to either choose if I want to block and like get out of the range, or use the spear. So we're gonna go over there next. That leads us to the second half of the forest. Past the NPC we saw that gave us a stone, that we got the stone armor from. She didn't give it to us, but it's just behind her little area. We'll be going over there. So remember this little, what we call like a cavern. We're just gonna quickly pick up the Eastern set, that was the armor set of Shiva. And remember we already picked the Shadow set, which is the armor set of the Assassin. Watch out, it is guarded. High time I'd recommend. You got some range, just blast them. Get some easy damage in. Killed one. Just gotta worry about the second one. Back up. That's one. That's two. And we already got the third one. These guys have a high chance of dropping purple and I don't remember the name when I just saw it. The blood clump moss clump. Along with, they have a rare chance to drop a blooming purple moss clump, which gives you your toxic and your poison. So watch out for that. Come over here, pick up this chance set. And that's all the items for this section. So remember where we went? Back to the cavern. We're gonna be taking that way and heading over to the second half of the forest. So I'm looking out for, there used to be a ledge you could take. Well, that's the little part we're gonna go anyways. But I believe it's over there on that part of the forest, where you can make like a jump all the way over to us. And I thought it was cool because I made it like once or twice. And it's like, this half of the forest to the other half. Can't seem to find it. So you just want to go over here and pick this solo break warrior. This is after the Hydra section. You go down that ladder. You can go up it into this forest. You don't want to pay 20,000 souls early game. You can just to pay the Covenant of Artorias. You can just pop over here and go on your way. So watch out for this half of the forest. We are going into an encounter. There will be there's basically 3 cats that drop down right over there. And there's one. Scared me. Missed. Hit. Watch out for that. Dagger. This is what makes the sorcery so strong. To really stack up a cast, like early game, you can get 3 casts of the basic soul arrow. Didn't get out a little fast enough. But early game, you can get 3 casts of the basic soul arrow, allowing you to have like 60 casts, and if you raise your attunement up more in your intelligence, you can get like, it would be like 63 equivalent. So, even though they dropped this early, but you can just easily, you can buy your getting jumped. Here's your heavy hitting ones right here. See, insta staggered. That's one down. But if you combine your Crown of the Dusk, or if you get early game, well, I forgot to put it back on. Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, boost your sorcery. I thought I was using this. Can't be surprised. Oh, now we're hitting for 459. Huge boost to our damage. I thought I already had that on. I forgot to switch it off for the Darkwood. But you can see that's 450 when we have like 18. This is why the twink builds that just use Ivory Catalyst and like a high elemental spell like Great Heavy Soul Arrow or Dark Bead or anything from the DLC, highly effective. But that just shows you we're very low invested in sorcery, but it's still very effective. You can do your build variety however you please. In this game, you're not tied down. Like we started as a wanderer, worked our way to Dex, swapped over to melee, swapped back to Dex with our ninja, swapped to now sorcery. Next episode or the coming episode, I'll probably swap over to a full cleric type build or a knight with heal spells and all. And then we'll probably finish it out with like pyromancy, and then the DLC. I might switch back to like a katana based build. I might like capitalize on the chaos blade, things like that. Come over here. I recommend using elemental sorceries. They're just like range spells for these guys. Highly dangerous. Do not get close. If they punch you, I will probably die in one hit. Nope, stagger. 1, 2, get out the way. 1. These guys can jump at you, so even if it is a little cruel, if they're like little mushroom guys, you shouldn't attack them. Highly recommend taking them out. Too many unpredictable variables. Get out. Ran out of stamina, or like I was trapped in the animation. You can see that guy took off like a third or like half my health bar just from one punch. Very dangerous. These guys have a big chance for dropping gold pine resins. You just want to pick them up. This is your Enchanted Ember. You give this back to the blacksmith under the new Londo. We'll do it next episode. I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go. But that should be every item in this little zone. If I missed anything, you guys can leave a comment. I don't know if there is another chest because I think in my first couple of playthroughs, I never picked the Enchanted Ember, but there was another chest. But I don't see it. I don't see like the big mushrooms because I think they also guard it. So we'll just go on. Over here and open this gate. How much damage do I do with this? 230, 223. How much is this? This is quicker. I probably use this. I'm gonna heal up. For this boss fight, which is Sith the Wolf, I'd highly recommend not having a ton of poise, because if you get hit, he will do a little spin around attack. If you have poise, you will get staggered the first hit, and that'll allow him to hit you again for the second hit. So you'll get hit 2 times, and then you'll fall over, and then you'll almost be dead. If you only have a little bit of poise, he will just instantly knock you over. You get to avoid the second hit. Only the small downsides I see when you have a huge health bar. Form a Hornet Ring. Our sorceries aren't going to be that strong because we have such a low investment. I still want to put 2 more points in like Intelligence, see if we get like a 3rd Crystal Soul Mass. Get that up. You just want to come over here. Trigger the boss fight. We won't be watching the cutscene. Sorry, I won't show it in this episode, but there is a alternative ending basically, where if you went to the DLC first and then kill this boss, he will remember you, and it's very cool to see. He'll like sniff you a little bit. Highly recommend watching a video on it. I might link a video in the description to show you, but we won't be doing that. Since we're going with the Cath route, we have to place the Lord Vessel now, and to do the Cath route, you need to kill Sith to get the ring he's holding from Artorias. So we'll just whittle him down. Range on our weapon is terrible. It's not a hard boss fight per se. You just want to watch it for his swings. This is greed. Uh-oh, pig off. I wanted to try to roll through it. And then when he gets low health, just hit right there, he will start limping. He'll be sluggish, slow. So I recommend just putting him out of his misery. No one has to see this. And quickly take him down. You'll get like 40,000 souls in soul, which you can make instead of Artorias. And then that ring, which is what I thought we already had. Coming out of Artorias, you need this for the next boss fight. So that is everything for the Darkwood Basin. Sorry it took me guys so long for me to just complete the area. I honestly kind of forgot about it. If I've missed anything, you can leave a comment. We will be leveling up, we will go up that much. Oh, the damage, 335, 341, 343. Huge increase right there from 18 to 20, so we're gonna get 20. Yeah, we'll raise our intelligence. Make how many episodes is we're a sorcerer. And let me check something. We have 3. Make sure you get that 20 intelligence breakpoint. You get 3. That's 50% increase to our damage from the spell. So teleport back to the Fiery Shrine. In the next episode, we will finish exploring the New Londo ruins and fighting with the 4 kings. Doing a couple of side quest stuff like picking up Beatrice's armor set, and that'll be it for that episode. But for today, I would like to thank you guys for watching. If you do look, check out what we picked up: Cursebite Ring, Rare Ring of Sacrifice, Hornet Ring, coming out of Artorias. Picked up the whole Eastern set. We picked up the Pharis hat, and then we picked up the composite bow, the black Bow of Pharis, and pairing dagger. And this is a drop, it's not guaranteed, but a jagged ghost blade that we picked up. I believe there's one in New Londo rooms you can pick up of the jagged, but you can't get the ghost blade, you have to farm that. But we're at level 83, this is the build. Just would like to thank you guys for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe. And for anything, I hope you guys take care. Don't go hollow. See ya.